This video was sponsored by no one. I don't have sponsors. But I do have a new video. So for people who doesn't know D&D, D&D is about, free roam fantasy basically. Someone makes a story, other people play the story. All you need to know is you roll a dice, see if you hit or miss. If you're below that, whatever number dice roll, you miss. And yeah. 1 is a very, very instant fail, and 20 is a high success rate. But it doesn't always mean you actually do it. But that's really all you need to know. And yes, this is a VTuber avatar. You know why? Because this video was sponsored by no one. Alright, on to the video.
What?
I sneezed.
Bing bong, what's going on?
Okay, so we should probably explain the whole story since he just joined. And also the viewers, since I am also recording.
Viewers, I want you to know this man the Pokemon.
I did not a Pokemon.
Wait, what? He the Pokemon?
I did not a Pokemon.
You can't.
It's been confirmed, he the Pokemon.
Remember that, Toaster.
That is canon now.
Yes, I can.
No, you
You can
can't.
just edit it out.
The reason I say you won't be able to say that is because if Lucy gets on here, it's gonna be streamed live.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. I did not know that. Fuck.
We can say fuck, but we can't say sexual fuck. Oh yeah, story. So, first of all, in the story, basically, Toast got up from his bed, walked outside because he saw a note that there was a special,
And you're already off. What happened was Ruby, the one of the many 4 to be soon characters of this one entire game, woke up, just goes downstairs like a normal day and sees a note saying go to this mailbox station. Changes and then goes outside and meets a friend slash neighbor slash homeless person named Ketchup.
now, Ruby, god damn it, Ruby has a Froakie, so the Froakie was traveling in with them. And once they turned a bit towards the right, they saw Ketchup. He's a bit muddy because of his Fennekin, who's also playing in the mud, trying to trip him. After that, they both met up, said a couple of things, and they started to walk to the mail center. After a bit of a trip, they saw a Toxicroak. Toaster decided to head inside while Ketchup and the Fennekin were playing fetch. Now, as Toaster went into the mail center, he saw his sister.
It's copyrighted.
After a bit of a talk, his sister gave him a brand new Pokédex, which also works as a phone. Both Ruby and Ketchup decided to go on an adventure, but before they do, at the entrance of the village, they saw a little girl named Lucy who had a Pokemon, which was
A Alolan Sandshrew, but we do not know that it's a Alolan, only that it's a Sandshrew.
a Sandshrew. A Sandshrew.
Sandshrew.
You can't even say Shantra.
A Sandshrew, which was a weird ice mix hybrid. They all three decided to go on an adventure. Now, after a while of adventuring, as we were exploring, there was a red spider called
Ariados.
Ariados. And so, because of that, which was very hungry, Toast had the bright idea and quick thinking to throw some Pokemon treats at it, which was kibble, and we booked it. After maybe 20 minutes or so, we noticed that there was 3 sleeping Spinnerax on the trees. And right behind us was the arrow red spider.
Ariados. How do you not know how to pronounce it, yet you're able to pronounce the other little thing?
Ariados. And all of a sudden, the 3 Spinnerax woke up. Because of that, the Spinnerax woke up. They surrounded us. The Ariados was right behind us. And how the fight went was, I decided to literally soccer kick the Spinnerax chin, which it did not move at all, and it webbed me. The Ariados was trying to attack little Lucy, who barely managed to dodge. And as that is happening, another little Spinnerack was actually very confused during the fight, which it did not know what to do, accidentally stabs one of their friends. My Fennekin set fire on the 3rd Spinnerack, and it was crying for help and just running around on fire. Now, the Sandshrew decided to hop on the Ariados and clawed his eyes out. Because of Lucy falling asleep in real life, we decided to do a thing where she's just out of it. And so she was just
Fake.
yes, she was just standing still, dumbfounded of what was going on. Ketchup, Ruby, Froakie were kind of just curve stomping the crap out of the first Spinarak. I decided to axe kick it, and it smudged its little head, and there was a lot of blood. The scared Spinarak, which was the second one, was so scared that it literally hid behind a tree. And the third Spinarak was finally being put out by rolling on the ground. Now I had the brightest idea to absolutely scare the living shit out of the secondary Spinarak by T-posing above it, which worked. But as the third Spinarak was kind of being put out, I decided to pickpocket little Lucy, because she was still dumbfounded, from her Pokemon ball, and I just tapped it right on its little Spinarak head, and I caught the second. With the third one now finally being put out, the Gyarados actually attacked more on the Sandshrew, and after a while, the Sandshrew managed to literally gut him in the stomach, and the corpse was everywhere. Now, the third Spinarak, it actually jumped up and actually bit Toaster on the arm. And now, Toaster was actually almost about to faint because of the poison. Ruby's sister came, found out what was happening, and the Toxicroak, which was right there, absolutely teared the freaking Spinarak a new one. And yeah, that's all you caught up.
So Lucy, are you going to be streaming this on Twitch?
Another time, because I'm at home.
Oh, thank God. That means I can at
Okay.
least be normal.
So Toaster, you don't have to censor as much 360, you will have to censor him in post.
Yeah, I heard. Mug kept me up to date. You guys took one of my Pokeballs and caught a Spinarak that we
And it was a shiny.
If I forgot what the
It's
fuck.
okay.
Yeah, the one I scared the shit out of was a shiny.
Retro, you have been given pretty much the basis of the story from 360. He seemed to leave out the very last portion, which was the group being taken out of the forest, back to their town, and effectively, the children are all staying in Toaster's home at the moment, while the Pokemon are currently in the hands of the Pokemon Center. Now, this game takes place in the wonderful Sinnoh region. You are all currently in Twin Leaf Town. This is where they grew up, this is where they've resided. I will be starting with Toaster and 360 and Lucy. I need the three of you to roll d20s to wake up.
Damn.
Hey, I can take that one. 360 gets a 20. And Lucy gets an 11.
So the good thing is, all three of you are awake. You have all fully healed from your night's rest. The three of you are still a little shaken by it, but other than that, you are fine to wake up and go about your day. Lucy and 360,
Sup?
or I should say Lucy and Ketchup.
Sup?
The two of you have absolutely no idea where the hell you are. Toaster, you know for a fact you are in your own home. I need either one of you to make a group perception check, or have you all do individual perception checks. You get to choose.
So it's my choice. I say, well,
We're doing
Well, if you're gonna
individual?
do group, who's doing the
Right,
group?
I
Oh, group. Okay. I got an 18. Let's do this.
14.
Are you giving it to 360?
Duh. 4 plus, or yeah, plus 4.
Much to your guys' surprise, as you are now awakening, you all notice that none of your Pokeballs are with you. Lucy, you still have your 2 empty ones on you, but
okay.
what you notice more is that Bryce is not here. And the 2 of you who had Pokeballs, they are not with you. 360, both of your Pokemon are not with you.
Not my 2 balls.
As you are awakening, you can hear the sound of what sounds like a moving truck. And you can kind of hear what sounds like 2 men kind of arguing.
Shall we listen?
I need you to make perception checks for that.
Alright.
13. And a 13.
13.
Okay.
You got a 13.
I got a 17.
So 17. 360, you can hear them almost as if they are in the room with you. Lucy, on the other hand, is not really able to hear them at all.
Huh.
360, what you can get from the gist from what you can hear from them is they are more just having an argument about the gym in the next town over. Their argument is mostly consisting of the gym leader kind of disappearing. Nobody knows where they went, and they're kind of just arguing back and forth on their theories of where they are. Other than that, the three of you are free to go and do whatever you wish.
It's just us three in the house. My empty Pokeball is still in my pocket, but all of our Pokemon are gone.
Alright, safe bet. Your sister probably brought them to the Poke Center.
Once again, the three of you are free to do whatever you want
Off
to do.
to the Poke Center?
I
Alright.
guess. Well, yeah, we can just there.
Off to the Poke Center.
Yay!
So the two of you
Makes
are gonna go.
Pokemon Center.
Now remember, the two of you are downstairs, where you would have been sleeping on either the couches or on the chairs. Toaster was asleep upstairs in his own bed. So the two of you are separated from him at this moment in time.
Are we forgetting somebody? Nah.
Oh, yeah. Is it upstairs? Because I haven't been here.
So you're guessing it's his house.
I don't even know how we got
Considering the
to be
two of
honest.
you don't know where you are. You wouldn't have ever been invited to his home. You don't know it's his home.
Alright, let's see if he's upstairs or not.
Alright, I head upstairs to find Toaster.
Roll Perception.
Toaster.
I rolled 16.
That does in fact succeed for them to kind of find you. It wasn't hard, considering there are only 4 doors upstairs.
What was the first door we opened?
The first door you did open is in fact Toaster's. You open the door to Ruby's room. Toaster, I need you to roll a d4.
Got a 1.
Effectively, Lucy kind of just opened your door forcefully, with no mention of her presence at all, while you are in the middle of changing.
So,
Lucy is going to take 1 point of psychological damage from effectively seeing you in your underwear as you are changing. And Toaster, you are just embarrassed. You will take no damage.
Hey, Ketchup.
what's up?
Oh,
I'm just
hey,
imagining
Toaster.
Ruby just be embarrassed, but then just seeing Ketchup. He's like, hey, Ketchup.
What's up?
Okay, first of all, Lucy.
Completely
Jump
overlooks
out,
Lucy.
catch it,
sees
you can
Ketchup, like, hey.
Yeah, I quickly looked away as soon as I saw that.
He's like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna act embarrassed against Ketchup.
I mean, the fun part is the two of you do have type advantage against your own Pokemon, so you two could technically be rivals.
Alright, Toast, you done yet, or?
Yeah. Also, are you just calling me toast because I look like a food? Because if you want toast, there's something.
Alright, Ruby, you ready?
cookies.
Sorry, I'm a bit hungry right now.
Yeah, I can tell. Your parents never fed you, right?
They only fed me toast.
Yeah.
Adopted Asian, and they called me Ketchup.
Well, then after changing, I just want to make the 3 of us some food.
Okay,
You do
yeah.
in fact take everybody back downstairs, considering it is still very early in the morning. It's about, 7 a.m.
Oh god, why the fuck did I wake up at 7 a.m.?
And
This must be a fantasy game. No way in hell I'll wake up at that time.
anyway, the three of you go back downstairs, and Toaster makes you breakfast. Ruby, after feeding your friends, so effectively, as you are making breakfast, you hear one of the doors upstairs open.
Oh,
You're not sure who is
What?
currently awake. You know that's a 50-50 between your sister and your mom. Toaster, you hear them effectively get up, you hear them walk upstairs, you hear them go into the bathroom, and you hear the door close. That's about it. By this point in time, the three of you would have eaten your breakfast, and you would most likely at this point now realize your Pokemon are not on you.
So, you think our
Okay.
Pokemons are at the Pokemon Center at this point? Off to the Poke Center?
Plasma. Yes.
Off to the Poke Center for the second time.
Yay!
Actually,
Now we have another one.
Before doing so, can I just leave a note saying I'm heading up to?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Even though you are old enough to do on your own, since just saw her the
It's
other day.
better to just let them know instead of assuming that someone broke in.
Let's go!
So- You leave your note, and you walk out your door. Pretty much as soon as you make it to your front porch, You can see directly next door to you, Toaster, a house that has been vacant for quite a while due to the previous tenant, how to say nicely, passing away inside.
Loser.
Has a moving van in front of it, and the for sale sign is removed.
Hey, that catch up. We got new neighbors.
Nice.
Wait, isn't that the same moving truck from Odia?
What, I mean, yeah, what else moving truck? I don't think moving trucks, move in the same place.
Did we get a check on it?
Uh,
Trying to
might
convince
as
them
well.
to adopt you, ketchup.
The three of you head over to kind of get a look at what's going on. As you get closer, you see coming out of the van 2 Machops carrying furniture in, followed by 2 rather large men picking up a couch, one of them on each end, and carrying it down the ramp of the truck towards the house. They look at the three of you, and they just kind of nod in your direction to say good morning.
So are they like the moving crew? Do they have like uniform and all that?
Yes, they are in fact in full uniform.
Hey, do you know who's moving here?
Not sure, boy. All we know is they're paying, so we're moving.
Alright, fair enough.
yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Off to the book.
Retro.
What is
Retro,
with you and being eager to go to the Pokemon Center?
Yes.
I need you to roll a d20.
Oh, I hit people.
Okay. Perception. That would be 22. I rolled a
Okay.
19,
Wow.
that's plus 3.
So you do, in fact, you can hear kind of a few sets of voices outside.
Also,
You know 2 of them being the movers, but the other 3, you have no idea who they are.
you also heard one of them say off to the Poke Center for the 3rd time.
Let's keep going.
It's 3rd time for you, 360. It is the first time they've heard
No,
it.
no, I'm saying this. Let's go to the Poke Center. 3rd time.
Yeah, first time. Oh yeah, 3rd time.
I'm saying it 3rd time as well.
Right. I know.
Ketchup is just getting effectively more and more passive aggressive.
Tell the man's getting impatient.
Out of character, out of the game here for a second. Retro, did you by any chance look up reference images for what your character will look like?
Oh shit, I forgot to do that.
And have the rest of you done the same thing? I know 360 kind of has. You should
I
all
have.
probably do that while in the background of waiting. Retro, you can hear them outside, kind of talking to your moving crew and kind of distracting them from their job.
I suppose I might as well go deal with that. I walk outside.
As you do, standing there pretty much right outside next to the truck that you and your parents would have just moved into this town from are 3 children. Technically, the term children is not used,
But also
considering
not
they're
you.
all teenagers. You see a group of teenagers.
I walk over and just kind of signal the moving men to just keep going what they're doing. I'll talk to them.
The men nod and continue to head inside.
And I walk up to them. Hey, what's up?
New person?
No,
Am I the person? What do you mean by that?
New person.
New
I
person.
mean, are
House.
you the one moving it?
New person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's just very stupid. He was abandoned.
Okay. No. I was abandoned literally yesterday.
What were you trying to say?
Those are the
Are
two
you?
difference between your
Yes, I'm moving into this house.
Well, welcome to the neighborhood, I guess.
Be careful of area doses around this part. They'll kidnap you.
I'm pretty sure me and Bruce can handle it.
Bruce?
Oh,
Oh, right. I'll take out my Pokeball and let Bruce out.
As he throws out this new Pokemon, the 3 of you have not seen this
the-
before. It
What's
kind
the
of
fuck?
stands roughly only about a good, maybe 3 foot tall, standing next to him. And as it comes out, it kind of it first is in a kind of position ready to attack, but as it quickly scans the area to realize there's no danger, it immediately relaxes.
Cool. Nice
just-
Pokemon.
Kind of then turn and stare at him for pretty much saying in its own way, "Why did you bring me out here? Why am I here?"
I look down at Bruce and I just say, these are new neighbors.
Oh, you got a Tyro.
Speaking of Pokemon, we're actually heading to the Pokemon Center to pick up our Pokemon since our last incident yesterday.
Yeah, we get distracted.
We're still
so
gonna
many
set that force on fire, aren't we?
Not yet. Our
Oh yeah, what's their name? I forgot.
Amethyst, how are
Forgot
you
to
going
completely
to
say that.
respond to effectively hearing them? Are we going to set the forest on fire? How are you going to respond to that?
I don't know how I would respond to that. I'm just going to
You're just
pretend I didn't hear
silently
that.
staring at them. It's like,
Yeah, sorry, he kind of got PTSD for being bitten by a Spinarak.
Okay
But,
then.
wait, this was awfully rude. What's your name?
The name's Amethyst. And the reason why I'm named Amethyst, I have like a baseball cap on, I take it off. You see, my hair is from the top, it starts at like a really dark purple color. As it goes down, it fades into a lighter color, and the tips are kind of like a really light purple, almost white.
You know, if we keep meeting new characters, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have all the gems set at this point. Actually, we're heading over to the Pokemon Center. If you want to join us, we can also show you around the town.
over here.
Sure, I don't see why not. Give me a second. I would go back inside and just notify my dad that I'm heading out.
Your father is, how to say, quite a stern man. He just looks you in the eye, doesn't say a word, and just kind of nods.
I nod back and I head out.
So, with Lucy now leaving the call for the time being, she will just be following mainly 360 in the endeavors that you follow. So, she is basically going to become your shadow as you continue to do your normal things.
Amethyst. What region were
Where?
you to come from? Before moving over here to the Senate.
I have to say I don't know any of the fucking regions.
I came from that region right over there.
Next region over.
I suggest just saying Johto since that is where Tyrogue is from. Just to make it more fanatic or whatever the fuck.
So the Pokemon's fan don't get on our asses.
Exactly. With the three of you now, kind of, well, not three of you, but four, grouping up kind of more together, and Amethyst joining on with you, you all start to head towards the Pokemon Center. As you arrive, nothing really is out of the ordinary. It's still just quiet, peaceful morning. Not very many people are awake. As you walk inside, Nurse Joy is currently behind the counter, and she looks at you all and says, "Welcome. Is there anything I can help you with?"
We're looking for a
Any?
couple of Pokemons. Mine is a Fennekin and a blue Spinarak.
Do they have names or your name?
My name's Ketchup, and Fennekin should be called Arya, and the spider should be called Itzy.
Nurse Joy looks to her Chansey, if you can. Chansey then salutes and waddles into the back room. She then takes her head up to look at the rest of you. And for the two of you,
A Froakie by any chance?
your name?
Ruby.
Alrighty. I will have Chansey search for that next.
Oh, and a Sandshrew that is named Bryce for my friend Lucy.
Hold on.
Retro, you look like the type of guy who would carry a fighter Pokemon.
Hold on. It's that, but he has like Leon's hairstyle from Sword and Shield.
Bryce, being a wild Pokemon, and hearing your guys' voices, mainly Toasters and Ketchups, comes darting out of the little back room and kind of just full-on sprints directly into Lucy's legs, knocking her down.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Bryce is ecstatic in getting to see her now. Chansey returns no more than about a minute after Bryce has just kind of come out and tackled Lucy. And in basically the little tray that it is carrying, there are 2 Pokeballs. It comes waddling around the counter and right up to you, Ketchup, and kind of holds it out towards you.
Alright, well, I grabbed 2 balls, and then just summon them both.
As you do, Itzy and Arya
Aria.
both immediately kind of look around confused as to where they are now. They both see you. Arya immediately takes off in between your legs and just kind of does a figure 8 around them repeatedly. kind of like a cat when it's excited to see you. Itzy is already kind of trembling because they're afraid once again, and they kind of climb up your leg and immediately just sit there cuddling onto your chest.
Alright, now we're just waiting for your Pokemon, Ruby, and we should be out of here.
Yeah.
The Chansey heads back into the back room once again, and no more than about 5 seconds later comes walking out with the singular Pokeball that holds Froakie, and just kind of holds it out to you, Ruby.
Thank you very much.
The Chansey then salutes.
I'm gonna just open a Pokeball lid and Froakie out.
As Froakie comes out of the Pokeball, they are sound asleep. So pretty much, you summon them, they are sitting there on their legs, and then all you see is them kind of wobble to a side and just flop.
I'm gonna just grab him and put it in my hoodie again.
Please roll.
I forgot to mention this. I
strength?
kind of
Yes.
14 plus 0.
I forgot to mention this.
That would succeed in picking Froakie up and putting them in your hood. Bruce, being the typing they are and the way they act, would have not gotten on your shoulders. They would be standing at your side. They are not the kind to pretty much be on somebody else or rely on someone else. You all have your Pokemon once again. They're all fully healed and ready to go on with their day. Upon Arya and Froakie coming out and kind of being, well, one passed out and the other one being excited, Bruce is going to kind of walk over towards Arya in particular.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Because they are excited and they are running around and just generally being a little nuisance right now.
Uh-oh.
So basically what Bruce is going to do is they're going to time it just right for Arya to come around Ketchup's leg and just quickly reach out, grab Arya by the back of the neck, and then just kind of hold her in the air.
Oh god.
I'm gonna look at it as like, oh no.
Arya does not yelp. Arya does not seem to be injured at all. It is now just kind of hanging there by the extra skin on the back of her neck, and her tail is just wagging excitedly.
Don't worry, Bruce is friendly.
Bruce
Until you
just
piss
looks
him off.
very concerned. They are staring at this little ball of energy and just kind of thinking to themselves, how the fuck do you have this kind of energy right now? Meanwhile, Arya is just happily, tail going spastically and just sitting there.
He can't tell if the Pokemon's hyped up on caffeine or crack.
Exactly.
Neither. The only thing she gets high off of is mud. I cannot keep her away from mud for some reason.
Hearing the word mud, Arya's ears are just gonna flap.
Ah, crap.
So effectively, none of you kind of notice Bryce just kind of sneak his way back into the back room again. The most you know is you're having your conversations, you're watching your Pokemon, you're having a good time, and then you kind of just look over at Lucy, who was on the ground, and their Pokemon is just gone.
Where's Bryce?
Oh shit.
The three of you, and Nurse Joy, and Chansey, just hear a lot of, clanging from the back room.
Is
Sounds
everything
like-
okay back there?
Kind of sounds like almost an entire metal shelf just fell over.
That might be
And
Bryce.
upon hearing this noise, you see Bryce full-heartedly headbutt into the doors and come running out, and they are currently like cuddling something in their arms as they are running away.
Bryce, what did you
He's gone. What do you mean, Bryce? What did you steal?
Scurried on by. I'm more worried
Running
about
that
what the
thing
hell
would most
happened
likely
back
steal
there.
something.
You then see the doors pretty much fly off of the hinges as a seriously pissed off Toxicroak comes walking out.
I think I see why now.
Is that one of your guys' Pokemon, or...
I hope so.
That should be my sister's.
Bryce, after running out with what they are currently holding, just kind of immediately waddles and hides behind Lucy. What would the three of you like to do?
See what the heck he's holding.
Yeah, I was about
I'm not
to
gonna
say
touch it,
Carmel's
but I'm
part
gonna like
like
kind
a
of
geek.
look around his hand.
Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Toast.
15
19.
and 18.
Well, it's a 19 and an 18.
I would
Retro?
tell Bruce to put down the Pokemon he is currently holding and come over by me.
Bruce is going to listen to you, Retro. They're going to set down Finnegan, but they are not going to come back to you.
Hmm.
Them seeing Toxicroak, they are immediately going to take on more of an aggressive stance and stare them down. You being who you are, Retro, you know this is because Toxicroak is also a fighting type.
Oh boy. Am I able to kind of like
you-
look Toxicroak up and down, see if Bruce is able to take him?
You can roll. You can roll
What would that be?
a d20.
Just a flat D20?
Yep.
That is a nat 20. What the fuck?
You know for a fact that if Bruce tries anything on this Toxicroak, he will be flattened in 5 seconds.
I kind of want to say in a more like serious voice, Bruce, don't.
Bruce is
kinda just-
not going to listen. They are just going to keep their eyes on the Toxicroak. You can almost, if you can kind of see for yourself, you can see the kind of tension between the two of them.
I'm gonna yell out to the Toxifrox like, "Hey, Joes, is that you?"
It's gonna just not even look up, but you see its eye kind of move to look at you out of its peripheral vision before its eye immediately comes back down to Bruce. And you can definitely tell there's a lot of tension here, but neither of them are making the first move.
I want to walk over and stand in between them, but be facing Bruce.
As you do so, Bruce, kind of now seeing that you're de-escalating the situation, is going to kind of go to ease just a little bit, but you can easily hear Toxicroak approaching you from behind.
Ruby?
I want to look over my shoulder and just stare down at the Toxicroak.
Ruby, we might want to,
Not really in a
What? I don't
threatening
know
way,
what to
but
do.
more or less
I
I'm
don't
trying
know,
to
it's your
defuse the situation. I ain't gonna fight.
I mean, it's your sister's Pokemon, so
Just because it's my sister's Pokemon does not mean I control.
what?
You can
She
try.
might listen.
Kind of out of the blue, cutting a bit of the tension and kind of grabbing everybody's attention, you hear the tone of the front door open. Upon you all looking up, there is in fact Sapphire walking into the room, but she looks up at the three of you, then looks at specifically Amethyst, kind of
I
looking
stare
him
right
up and down. She just shakes her head. And as she walks up towards you, because she can effectively see Jules behind you, what is your armor class?
14.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's more than enough. She is just going to walk up to you, pretty much walk right over Bruce, grab you by your shirt with one hand, pick you up, and just move you to the right. And she is going to stare down Jules, who in response is just going to hang their head.
I say, I'm assuming your Pokemon is a fighter type as well.
Always in fighting specifically.
Hearing you say that out loud, Ruby, Sapphire is simply just going to point at you. It's like not even going to waste the breath. It's just, yeah.
That answers why why they both freaked out.
Sapphire is going to drop you. And this entire time, the Chansey is just standing here now with Jules' Pokeball. Sapphire is going to take it and just recall Jules into it before shrinking it down to basically the pocket-sized carry, and is just going to put it right onto her belt.
Oh, that could have went worse.
Oh yeah, Mug, did you ever say what Bryce had?
No, I did not. Mainly because it was almost a fight. Going back to Bryce and what they are currently holding, Bryce has pretty much in his hands a small, sheet that is just filled with random stuff.
Is it
Right.
readable?
What?
Time as you are kind of taking a look, and I need to make a new channel for this, and I'm just gonna title it. Gonna just title it Bryce Pack, because he's effectively going to take the sheet and just kind of tie it around his neck to be a little backpack he's carrying around. As you take a look inside, he has picked up and stolen from the back room
Oh God.
There we go. That is currently what he has found and stolen. And Bryce is currently, after having hidden behind Lucy and kind of using the fight as a distraction, they have run outside. So effectively, they have just gotten away with their loot. What would the three of you like to now do?
I want to go after Bryce.
Yeah, let's go get back Bryce.
So Ruby and Ketchup and Lucy are
Uh,
all going to be outside after Bryce.
I was gonna ask, like, yo, Amethyst, you wanna help us out?
I don't see why not.
Upon hearing you say that, Sapphire is just going to kind of look at you out of the corner of her eye. She's not going to say anything, but she's definitely keeping her eye on you, and you know it for a fact.
I will just look back at her with out of the corner of my eye as well.
As the two of you then walk out after them, you can tell almost the same way with Toxicroak and Bruce that there's a little tension there. And you're not exactly sure as to why.
Just natural instincts.
Now, the fun thing is, Retro,
Mm.
you should probably roll a perception check, specifically Sapphire, so that you can kind of get a guess of what you're dealing with.
Perception. It will be 16, 17, 18, 19? Yeah, 19.
Okay. Okay. So effectively, with you looking Sapphire up and down, you can tell quite a bit about them. You can gather that they are also a Pokemon Master. You can tell they have at most about 1 year on you. You can tell they're about 18, maybe closer to 19 at the moment. You can also tell from the fact that they are carrying a Toxicroak around that they have been a trainer for quite a while. And you don't know if they are a poison type master or if they are a fighting type master. But judging them on their body language and the way they are carrying themselves, you can tell that if you were to physically fight them, that they would flatten you the same way Toxicroak would have flattened Bruce. Taking a look at them, like more in depth, they are a full-on tomboy, and you can get from your basic look on them, even though you cannot see their full like physique, you know they are probably absolutely shredded.
Just have a slight smile growing on my face. I just look back towards the other two and just walk towards them.
So we're running after him, right?
Yes, yes, you would.
Just call for Bruce to just come to me. We're heading out.
So Amethyst, oh wait, huh? We're already like running out, right?
Yes, yes, you are.
On the sidewalk, right?
Yes.
So Amethyst, what do you think of Sapphire?
Huh.
Ruby's just
What do
gonna
I think about her?
eye it.
Isn't she hot?
Yeah, Ruby's just gonna stare at the both of you.
Admittedly, yes, but I know she's out of my league at the moment.
Yeah, I know. She's like 19.
Correct.
I mean, out of my league in every way.
You don't look that bad.
Not gonna lie, I want to have a Pokemon battle against her.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, you're gonna lose.
I know, that's why I want to get stronger before I do that.
Well, actually, what we can do is probably go on a forest if you want. Last time we almost got decimated, but...
No. Remember, I want to set that place on fire.
Okay, so I guess we're going back.
Oh, so I wasn't hallucinating when I heard you say that.
Toaster, what's
taking
your
you-
armor class?
12.
That hits.
Oh no.
Toaster, how much HP do you have?
Oh no.
You're gonna take about 7 damage.
The fuck?
Effectively, you are getting smacked in the back of the head by Sapphire.
Uh-oh.
And it hurts. Like, it hurts like a bitch. You basically just got smacked in the back of the head, and you come off the ground like a good 2 feet and hit face first in the dirt.
I'm pretty sure I heard that slap.
All she says after slapping you, you are not setting the forest on fire again.
Wait, again?
Wait, again?
You know what happened to you the last time Mom found that out.
So how long were you following us?
I'm following you to make sure you stay out of trouble, like with the fucking Ariados again.
So, what do you want to be? AKA, what class are you?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'm Pokemon trainer as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you mean background 360? Because everyone has a different background.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I call it class. I am a breeder.
That's why I made the joke saying he's gonna fuck a Pokemon.
Ah, I see.
And Ruby, you wanna introduce yourself?
Right. Ruby wants to be a professor's assistant.
We're still chasing it, aren't we? We didn't really technically catch it yet.
You are, in fact, coming up behind him. He has short legs.
He's getting tired from running.
You said my web shot doesn't do any damage, it just stucks him.
It sticks
For
them. Yes.
string shot. You just realized
It's
that
a
you
use
could've
string
done that
shot.
one there, Ken.
Roll the d20 for me. Roll.
You got a 2.
+5, that's a 7.
Effectively, Itzy kind of fires off its web and hits the ground directly behind Bryce. You guys aren't even really running, you're just kind of like walking quickly. Once again, he has very small legs. He's not getting far.
I know, but I'd rather not touch it. Because I remember what happened last time I touched it. It froze my hand.
I just understand, note to self, don't touch it.
Yeah,
There you
only
go.
Lucy can touch it.
I was literally planning on like just picking up the pace, running up to it and just picking it up, but if it's gonna panic and freeze my hand, I don't want to do that now.
No, it's like
There
a
you go.
passive thing that he kind of has. Only Lucy can touch it. Last time it took 7 health off of me.
I want to pull out one Poke treat and just say, Bryce, if you stop, I'll give you this treat for you.
Toaster,
Mm.
upon hearing you bartering with a treat, Bryce is immediately gonna stop. His head stops straight in his tracks and he's just going to turn around and look at you.
Here you
Treat
go.
in
I give him the
hand.
treat.
And he's just gonna kind of slowly just waddle up to you. And as he gets close, you can just see his little hand outstretched.
Alright, whole group stir. You guys ready to go in the forest?
How
As
about instead we just go to Jubilee City?
As you hand him the treat, he happily just kind of takes it and immediately sticks it in his little pack.
Alright, you guys ready to head to the
And
forest?
a Growlithe. How about instead of the
Yeah,
forest,
I'm
we just
ready.
go to Jubilee City?
Wait, we're going to what city?
We could go to Jubilee City
For what? We don't have much of the money.
because it's a new experience. Plus, didn't we say we were gonna produce a new companion, Amethyst, to the world?
Shit.
Apparently he's just been in shit, Jojo.
Oh, well,
Come
how
on.
far is
Come on,
the
if
city?
you don't... couple
Are
walking.
we gonna return what Bryce stole, or are you guys just gonna keep it?
What? You
I
didn't
do not
steal
know, and I'm terrified to ask.
anything.
Huh?
On the way to Jubilee City, we could just find some trainers there, fight them, and get some money.
Fair enough, let's go.
Oh, so we're just gonna go fight trainers right away.
I
This-
guess so, because apparently we need content.
Yeah,
I
I
was
guess
just
so.
hoping to go into like the forest or
Can we
something.
at least
and
fight
just
one
fight-
Pokemon in the wilderness? Well, Toast? Or Ruby?
Sure.
Alright, let's do it.
Isn't the forest
Well-
a wilderness?
As of now, the three of you, being Ketchup, Ruby, and Lucy, you would know the terrain a little bit better. You know that to get to Jubilee City from where you currently are, with just walking or running, would be about a 3 days travel.
So maybe not
Oh,
that.
You do realize I have a tent.
What's the location?
Well, I
could
mean,
just-
yeah, but we kind of still have to return Amethyst to his house.
Oh yeah, true.
True.
Right.
Dad would prefer if you returned me in at least one piece.
Don't.
We can only promise two.
Don't expect anything, Amethyst.
Effectively, just kind of overhearing your guys'
Any moment now.
thoughts. Sapphire's going to make one simple remark. You could return Amethyst to their home, or you could just ask them to come with. And as she says that, she is going to literally look you dead in the eye
Start nervously sweating.
and say, if you're man enough to come with, you're free to.
Oh, I'm gonna say that. I'm
See a
gonna say
spark
that
in
too.
my eye. These sparks just light up in my eyes. It's like, all right, I guess I'm coming with then.
What about your parents?
Actually, I was going to see, Mug, would I have like some sort of basic supplies at home to bring with?
That would be for you to go home and find out.
Yeah, I'd like to drop by my house real quick so I can at least grab some things if I still have them and let my dad know where I'm going.
Anyway, so as you are progressing, Lucy, do you want them to stop by your home as well for you to grab your things?
Because all I
considering
have right now is just two
only
Pokeballs.
3 of you
And
can technically go home to get your stuff.
Ah, yep.
I already have my stuff.
we do basically live near each
Well,
other.
one of us is homeless.
You are each going to kind of split off.
Bring a fishing
And
rod.
go to your Ketchup will be waiting at the main gate, waiting on the 3 of you to return. I need you all to roll a d20 to see who we start with.
I got a 12.
1127. So then that would.
Toaster, you only had to roll 2. It's retro you and Lucy. We will start with Lucy first. So, Lucy, you kind of run home before the other two. As you make it back to your home, you kind of no more get a chance to run in the door. You don't even really say hi to your dad who is sitting in his chair. You kind of just run right up the stairs. You grab a few sets of clothes, you grab your hat, you grab your bag, and you are basically right back out of the door with a hi, bye, I'm gone. And your dad kind of, as you are out the door, just kind of waves saying, okay. Not really paying much attention to you. It's just like, yeah, you do this thing quite often, so he's just like, yeah, she'll be fine. She's headstrong, she'll be fine. So he's really not that worried about you. On your character sheet, you are going to want to add a tent, a cooking pot, and I'm trying to think what is...
Hopefully a fishing rod.
No, she doesn't get a fishing rod called. What is it called? And why can't I remember the name? It's something really fucking simple and it's on the tip of my tongue. Lantern. Next, I believe it was Retro who rolled higher. You go back home. By this point in time, with you coming home, the house would have been completely packed in and the movers are gone. You kind of walk in your front door, and neither of your parents are anywhere to be seen.
I will just walk into where I'd assume my room would be.
As you do so, you go back into your room, and I need you to please roll a d100 for me.
86.
86. You're a little bit, how to say, better off. With the supplies you will be adding onto your sheet, Retro, you get to put a tent, a bedroll, a flashlight, a rappel, and a,
Fishing rod.
what is it? No.
I was gonna say fishing rod?
It's not a book of matches. What is it called? A tinderbox. There we go. So that is what you gather up from your home. Now 360.
Hey.
If you would like to attempt to go back to your home and, steal something of value, you could.
Okay, so I don't even have to go in my home. I can literally just go in the barn where I know they're not usually at.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Absenta.
11.
11.
Plus...
Base 11. You get to take one item from this list. A tent?
I already got a ton.
Fair enough. Okay, then I will remove that and put something else. You can choose either a sleeping bag, a fishing rod, a rappel, or a set of bait.
So I'm guessing the bait is for the fish, right?
The bait can be used for any wild Pokemon. Effectively, it's just a way to get them to come closer.
What I'm thinking is I could possibly use a stick and a string to make my own fishing rod.
Well, it is up to you. You have time to decide.
Well, I was born usually outside because they usually kick me out, so I'm pretty sure I know a bit of way about a stick and a string, so I will take the bait.
Go ahead and add to your inventory 15 bait. For Ruby and Sapphire, the two of you go back home. As you do, by this point in time, your mother is awake. She is in the kitchen, and she has out her own Pokemon. One that the two of you are quite familiar with, but they are not normally seen in this region. She has a Pachirisu that is currently just sitting on the counter, nomming a berry.
Oh, the chipmunk Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's fucking cute!
It is currently, as I said, sitting on the counter, nomming a berry.
Life is good for it.
Sapphire is just gonna kind of push you towards your mom, and she's gonna head upstairs to start gathering the stuff. So Toaster's and Sapphire's mom, who is currently pretty much just cleaning up after her own breakfast right now. What are you going to do, Toaster?
I would just like to. Of course, I'm not gonna fucking exactly say it because I know my words, but I just want to explain that I'm gonna go out and explore the region with a couple friends
and your sister.
and with Sapphire.
With you kind of explaining what you want to do, where you're going to go, and the people you're going with, she's okay when you mentioned Lucy. She's okay when you mentioned Ketchup. She's okay when you mentioned Sapphire. But hearing the new one by the name of Amethyst, she gets a little questionative, because this is someone she's never heard you mention before. So what are you going to try to say to put her mind to ease, to effectively let you go?
I just moved here. I quite literally just showed up today.
I would say they're just someone that I happened to find similar to Lucy's situation.
She's gonna let out a very heavy sigh, and she's gonna hug you, and all you can hear her say while she's holding you tightly is just be careful.
I will.
She then lets you go, and before she lets you actually leave, she makes and packs you a lunch. So you at least have 1 extra day's worth of rations. By this point in time, Sapphire would be coming down the stairs with both your bag packed and her own. Sapphire's bag was already packaged from her journey back here to the town. So, in your bag, Toaster, you have about 3 different outfits. You have a pair of swimming trunks, you have a bug spray, bandages, as well as a towel. You have a small kind of waterproof bag that is currently holding your charger, your phone, and your DS. And this is all packed into basically a little backpack. Walking out and leaving, your mom just kind of waves to say goodbye. You and Sapphire join up with the group, and you're the last 2 there.
All right.
And now
Oh,
you
we're
would
all ready.
all be setting out.
Lego. By the way, on the way, is it possible to look for a very sturdy stick around?
You could, yeah.
Oh, it's right.
Roll for me, please.
15.
It would be perception. So that
Oh.
is a 19. Yes, you find a nice sturdy stick.
All right. Can I get the spinner rack, or can I get Itzy to produce 1 string?
Yes, they do in fact produce you a nice little strand of silk that is weaved basically to be a nice strong silk.
All right. Now I tie that very perfectly so it doesn't slip off or anything to the stick. And there we go. Homemade fishing rod.
Except you have no hook.
I'll just tie the bait.
We'll see how that goes.
Look, I could just tie a berry on there and we'll be fine.
You are
So
all
what you-
setting off onto your adventure. And you guys just start walking. Right now, you are free to do whatever you want to, because you are constantly just going to be walking.
Alright, so on this walk, should we also look for Pokemon to fight?
Yeah,
If you-
but most of us don't have Pokeball.
Well, we can still get experience, and I'm pretty sure 3 of us have Pokeballs at least.
Yeah, I have 2 left because someone used it on a spinner rack.
Well, at least it's a shiny.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Hearing you say that, Itzy, currently sitting on 360's back, just kind of looks down sadly.
Aww,
See what you look at did.
19.
nice.
What is that board, Toaster?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Oh,
Big ace Pokeball from Lucy.
hey!
I'm not gonna use it, but I'ma just make it seem like she just dropped one.
And that would in fact succeed for you to pickpocket 1 Pokeball from Lucy. Toaster now has 1 Pokeball, Retro has 3, and 360 has the 2 that have his Pokemon in them.
No empty ones.
Can I also throw a perception check just to see if there's any Pokemons nearby?
You may.
Sure.
18, plus my wisdom and nature.
24. As of the moment, there are no wild Pokemon around you.
Okay, now this is the fun part. I grab 1 bait out of my pocket and tie it onto the string and just hold it right in front of me, just waiting.
So you're just gonna hold this in the palm of your hand.
I tie it onto the fishing rod string and then just literally just hold out the stick and just hopefully something comes out.
Okay,
If we get
Toaster.
attacked by an nursery, I'm gonna blame you outright.
Toaster, I need you to change the type of dice to a 3, like the number 3, and roll for me.
1.
1. Okay. So, 360.
Uh-oh.
The type of bait that you just stuck out on this rod and hanging out in front of you is a raw piece of meat. So, as far as you know, there is nothing taking the bait. Who all has a Pokemon out? I know Lucy does. I know Toaster has Froakie still in his
I have
hat.
both of mine out.
You have both of yours out.
I still have Bruce out.
So the only individual who doesn't have their Pokemon out is in fact Sapphire, and that is because of Toxicroak and Bruce.
Yeah.
Brody is still asleep. I have not woken this man up.
No, you have not, and it is sound asleep in your hat.
As we're walking, I kind of want to look around and like see if I can catch something moving off the trail.
I mean, that's what I'm
Roll
doing.
Nothing's taking the bait. Nothing's taking the bait, but as it's a big chunk of meat, I'm just going to assume it might be something watching us instead.
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8.
Oh.
As far as you know, nothing is watching you.
What you looking at, Amethyst?
I'm just making sure nothing pops out at us, or maybe something's watching us. I don't know. My guard is just up.
I got this. I'm an expert.
Sapphire currently is not even paying any attention to the two of you and is happily texting on her Pokedex.
Since I said I'm an expert, I would also like to roll a perception check.
Go ahead. That one.
I
you
am
noticed
arrogant.
nothing.
I am arrogant. I am an expert.
Oh,
Arrogantly.
Nah.
Not
Amethyst
only
trusts
do you
you.
notice absolutely nothing 360, you basically have just walked dead face first into a tree.
I knew there was a tree there. I just walked in it for comedy reasons.
That is classic Pokemon humor.
I got a
right
17.
there. I'm an expert.
I got a
Smack.
17.
Gonna roll a d4 for me.
Do you want me to do digitally or IRL? Because I have my dice right now.
Either or, I just need the d4 for how much damage 360 takes from walking dead smack into a tree.
Talk shit, get hit.
Alright. 3.
360,
I
you
got
take 3 damage from just walking face first into a tree.
I got a 17 to do the exact same thing they were trying to do.
Okay, so Toaster, effectively take a quick look around you, and you do in fact notice that there is a little bit of movement in the bushes on both your left and right sides, and they are actively keeping up with all of you.
Would I need to roll to try and get like an estimation on how big they were?
You would, and you would have to roll disadvantage because they are hiding in the trees.
First roll's a 14, and hope to God you don't fall. That's a 9.
all. So with a 9, you have no idea.
Would you like to tell us, by the way? Or like...
So there are a couple things watching us.
What do you
I don't know
mean?
What the fuck they are?
I would also like
Well,
to
I mean,
look to
besides
my
the
left
tree, of
and right.
course.
With you, 360,
Stop.
you and Retro take a look to see if you can notice what Toaster has, and you still can't see anything.
Can Ruby point out the specific direction?
I'd like to point at at one of the
You
directions.
can point
like
in
either.
the general direction. You don't know exactly where they are, but you can point where they kind of are.
Do I have to do another perception?
Go ahead and roll. And with a 15 360, yes, you can in fact tell that there are things following you and watching you. You cannot tell what they are, but you can tell there are 5 of them.
You know, that's gonna give me flashbacks, and I don't like that.
You can tell that they are staying within the safety of the bushes, but they are actively following you.
Okay, I got an idea.
I would
gonna-
assume.
I'm gonna
What?
I
stop.
would just assume that we're continuing. Okay. no.
I
Okay,
could
so
use
if
that
you all
already.
stop, with Sapphire just texting away, she is still walking.
Of course she is.
Okay, this is gonna probably be dumb. But I'm gonna like walk near one of the nearest
too-
bushes that I saw them in.
Nudge Sapphire to
To
tell her to
call
slow
out to
stop.
them to stop. That would succeed. They hear you and they do stop. And they look up to look at you, but they have no idea what the hell's going on. They're not paying any attention. 360, I need you to choose left or right.
Let's go with
Right
left.
side. Okay, so you approach the bushes on the left.
I kind of like dangle it, dangle the fishing rod.
Good news is, out of the 3 Pokemon, only one is brave enough to effectively approach you. The Pokemon that is approaching you is a Rattata. As it
Yeah.
is approaching you, you can kind of just hear it clicking its teeth together. And the moment that it actually
Gonna have
gets
a
close enough that
slight
it sees
flash.
that you are human with food, all of the hair on it stands up as it looks ready to actually attack you.
I slowly look at Spinnerack and I try to whisper say, web.
Spinnerack not only hears you, but fully understands. And Itzy kind of just turns around on your back, and there's just a large, like, string of web that immediately just traps the Ratatat to the floor.
I look at Toes like, hey, I got something for your index.
And as it is now currently trapped and basically glued to the floor, it is just royally pissed and screaming.
I pull out the Pokédex and just point at it.
That does in fact succeed to get Ratatat's information from the Pokédex. Effectively, it gives you the information that it is a normal type. You can tell it is still fairly young. It is probably no more than about 2 years old. And you are basically just informed the regular aspects of it. That it's a rat Pokemon, it's normal type. They generally don't get that big. And it tells you that this particular one is male. One thing to note is as it is screaming, 4 other Pokemon emerge from the bushes all around you, kind of surrounding you all. They are all Ratatats. And with them approaching you, 3 of them do succeed in attacking 360 for having the bait.
10.
How much HP do you have, 360? Yeah, you're going unconscious.
Ah, crap. What about my Pokemons? I remember them being on me. Or at least the Spinnerack.
Spinnerack is fine. Effectively, you did, as they kind of jumped on you, biting onto your arms and kind of just scratching you up a little bit, they knock you down on top of Spinnerack.
Oh
Spinnerack
no.
is perfectly fine, but they are trapped under your weight.
And now it's time to roll initiative.
In the meantime, as soon as 360 would have been, knocked down, Sapphire would have let Jules out. So effectively, the way the Ratatat are going to work is they're going to work as a mob.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh, they're going to count as one singular enemy because they're all going to attack together. Jinx first, then Lucy, then it would go Itzy, Ruby, Brokey, Bryce, then Sapphire. Okay, next would be Amethyst, and after Amethyst would be Arya. So there is the attack order, leaving the Ratatat first. And considering they all just attacked 360, their turn is done. So it is going to be Jinx's turn. I'm not even going to bother rolling damage, one of them is already dead. Effectively, what you get to witness is all Sapphire says is CC. As you witness, Jules effectively kind of jump forward directly towards the Ratatat that is currently attached to Ketchup's chest, and all you see is them just unleash a set of 5 punches and kicks. And you watch this poor little Ratatat just kind of explode into pieces and parts.
okay.
What the hell did I just come to? I went to get some mount, which is fermented raw pork and rice. And I just hear that.
I hope Bruce saw that. That's why I don't want him fighting something stronger than him.
It is now Lucy's turn.
Okay, since Bryce is a wild, I have to try my best. I was gonna say I was gonna punch the same rat. No, not the same because it's already exploded. It's already dead. Another rat in the face for a random Ratatat.
Go ahead and roll. 8 plus 8 plus 4. That is a 12. That just barely misses. You kind of go to punch the Ratatat, but right before your fist connects with them, you kind of trip, digging your hand right into the dirt. It is now Itzy's turn.
Is it still stuck?
Itzy cannot do anything because they are trapped under Ketchup's weight.
Can it try to get out?
No. It is now Ruby's turn.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that Ketchup is still down.
Yes, Ketchup is out cold. Ketchup does effectively not get a turn until the order ends.
You said that the Ratatat are stacked onto each other, correct?
No, they are not stacked on top of one another. They are stacked on top of 360. One is currently biting into his left arm. One is currently, well, one was on his chest. The other one is currently gnawing into his leg. The fourth one is in the grass. That was the one that he effectively first found, that is currently trapped.
What I want to do is get one of the ones that are on 360 and just throw them.
Okay, roll strength.
And I got a 16 for that. Base 16, I have no strength modifier.
That would in fact succeed. You get to reach down. Which one do you want to go after?
The one at its ear, I believe that's the one you said.
So you effectively quickly reach down, you grab it by basically the back of the neck, releasing its jaws, and you just throw it as possibly as far as you can. And you throw it a good 15 feet away. Okay, it is now Froaky's turn.
What I want to do for Froaky is to use Bubble Beam on the one that I threw. And that was a 20 for a counting.
That does hit. Roll damage. Now don't
So,
forget,
that's a,
with
yeah.
that, it is a 1d8, so you will roll 2d8. You deal 17 damage to this rat-tat. It pretty much just shakes it off. It is now Bryce's turn. God damn Bryce, you little tanky shit. Bryce just got a fucking 26. Bryce isn't going for damage. Seeing how you guys fed Toaster that Oran Berry the first time, is going to go into one of his little packs and take out a full berry and kind of immediately take his claws, cut it up into itty bitty bite-sized pieces, and just kind of stuff them down Ketchup's throat.
Oh god, wait. So, perception check, please.
360.
Yes.
I need you to
Hello,
roll a
Toaster.
d6 for me.
He got a 4.
360, you gain back 4 health.
Oh, thank god.
You are also still unconscious. Now I need you to roll a d4, Toaster.
3.
You are going to stay unconscious for a total of 3 turns. With that, it is now Sapphire's turn. God damn. God damn. That's a nat 20.
Oh jeez.
Effectively, Sapphire is just gonna run up and punt the little bastard that's attached to Ketchup's arm. God damn. I hate my luck, but narrative.
Wait, what happened?
Sapphire just rolled a nat 20 to effectively punt the one that's attached to your arm. And, that is 36 damage. That is 36 damage from effectively Sapphire running up and full-heartedly, as hard as possible, punting this little rat bastard.
She definitely broke a lot of bones and ruptured a lot of organs.
Effectively, this little rat goes flying through the air and hits the ground on its head, and it is not moving.
Amethyst just now has a shocked face, like,
It is now Amethyst's turn.
is Itzy still, like, trapped under
As of
Ketchup?
this moment, yes. Yes, he is.
I want to run over and, like, kind of lift Ketchup up on one side so Itzy can crawl out.
Roll strength.
9.
That would in fact be enough to roll Ketchup onto one side. Itzy is now crawling out and is now free.
Yay!
Is there anything you would like to do as a bonus action?
Is there any little rat guys nearby? Or on top
There's
of
the
him still?
one that is still currently webbed up on the floor, and the one that is currently biting his leg.
Get the one out of my leg. I got the
I-
web.
Yeah, I want to grab the one and also throw it.
Roll strength.
17.
Not only do you pick this little shit up, and you throw it, but you throw it a good 20 feet straight into a tree. I need you to roll a unarmed strike.
9.
9?
9.
It takes 9 damage from effectively being yeeted into a tree. It is now Arya's turn. 360. What do you want them to do?
I'm guessing Arya's gonna look at the one that's web and just fire Ember at it.
I need you to roll.
13.
13 plus dexterity,
Plus
right?
3, that is 16. And considering they are webbed, you actually roll advantage.
Does the web also set on fire too?
You will find out if you actually hit.
Nat
Okay.
20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay! So, Toaster, I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Instead of rolling the normal damage for Ember, which is 1d6, I need you to please roll 3d10s. total of 38 damage.
And does it set on fire?
Because
Yes.
effectively, 360, your little Arya went for a Ember. They currently are royally pissed from you getting attacked and them effectively having not been able to do anything to protect you. In their rage, they inhale to set off an Ember, but what leaves their body is actually their very first flamethrower.
Oh! Oh!
The Ratatat that was trapped in the web, making them extra flammable, effectively just got immolated,
Definition, please.
burned to ash in a matter of seconds.
Reduced to atoms.
Excuse
Here's
me?
the worst. No, here's the worst part.
I
Like,
just
it
watched
can
all the
run
way in
flamethrower
awe,
all the
and
way
that
to
is
awe.
amazing.
I find it
just
even
watched
more
in
funny
awe.
that I'm still knocked out.
Yeah.
My
I just
jaw
really
is just
see
dropped.
this.
Is pissed that her trainer got hurt and she couldn't protect you.
Alright, so I'm guessing I'm adding Flamethrower to the list.
Not
You
yet.
won't.
No, not yet.
As I said, it's the first one. It doesn't mean they know how to use it properly yet. For you to get a Pokemon to learn a move, you have to train with them to get it. So,
Don't worry, we'll
That
tell you
is
what happens
curious.
before you wake up.
at this point in time,
I wake up.
you would now wake up Ketchup. And all you can sense when you wake up is the smell of burning flesh.
And not from the fishing pole.
I literally just like stand and like sit straight up, look to my right, and I just see a web with ashes.
Would you look up? The webs are gone. The forest for a decent little chunk is currently on fire.
Looks like you guys achieved your goal.
Like there is a bush on fire, 3 trees are currently on fire, and everything that was in those 2 areas have ran for their fucking lives.
I would like to just look at Sapphire and say, this time you can't blame Mom on me, alright?
Their nose and say, is now the best time for this?
So,
Fair.
is there any like Ratatats are still alive at this point? Like I get up.
Right.
No.
Where did they run?
There are 2.
Really, which
they
one's the
did that.
closest one?
Neither of them, because they both have been thrown away from you. One has been thrown 15 feet, one has been thrown 20 feet.
Okay, let's go
Oh,
to
God.
the 15 feet one. I'm about to kick him again and send him even more flying.
Okay, roll strength. That one.
I miss.
So effectively,
You completely missed Charlie Brown.
what happens, 360, you will in fact roll an unarmed strike. Toaster, please roll him a d6.
You got a 3.
Okay, that is 3. I need to go to 360's actual
Plus
sheet
2.
here.
Something like
3
that.
plus 2. You stand up, but you are still very much disoriented from not only being knocked down, but going unconscious and immediately just now regaining your conscience.
I sit straight up. I'm like, whoa.
You kind of just throw a kick where you think the Ratatat is, and you effectively just took your foot right up in the air and just kicked Jules.
Oh no.
Now, with you kicking Jules for 3 damage, Toaster, I need you to roll 1d8 for me.
3.
Okay. Oh, 360, you effectively just broke your foot.
Ah.
How?
Not only did you just break your foot on kicking Jules in the ribs, you can actively hear Jules just laughing.
I'm guessing I fell flat on my ass after that.
Yes, you would have. It is now Bruce's turn. And yes,
I'm assuming-
Retro, Bruce would have seen what Jules did to the first one, and would have seen what Sapphire did to the second one.
He's gonna go for the
Ooh.
one within 10 and going to tackle.
So that is a 13. That hits. Roll a d8 for me.
That is a 1.
Okay,
Oh.
that is a total of 5 damage. It is still standing. Barely. Like, it is standing on its leg and it is horrifically trembling. Like, it is hurt.
You want to catch a Pokemon? This is the one you should catch.
I want to get it. I want to catch it. I want to try it.
Lucy, do you want to attempt to catch?
Now that I'm thinking about it, just Rattata? Nah, I shouldn't mind about that then. I said I was going to, but I actually didn't.
It is now the two Rattatats' turns, considering there is not enough of them to be considered as a mob anymore. They will both attack separately. We will start with the one that just got tackled, going for a bite. Effectively, the Rattata goes to bite into Bruce, but Bruce kind of just jumps back right before its teeth connect, getting out of the way. Now, the other Rattata is going to take its entire turn to just get back to 360. It is now Jules' turn, and Jules, before doing anything, is going to stare down 360 and is going to just kind of take both of its arms together, grip the other one over basically the top of their hand, and they're going to full-heartedly flex as hard as possible. You get to see this thing explode in muscle mass. Retro, you being a fighting type master, please roll perception.
22.
You know exactly what this move is. The move that Jules just used is bulk up. Jinx's next attack will deal double the damage.
Jesus Christ.
Not a nat 20, but it crits. All of you get to witness Jinx take their right claws on their hand, and they just start glowing a deep purple.
You say Jinx?
I probably did, and I don't mean to.
Yeah, you said it multiple times. I was confused.
Did I? God damn it. They immediately take one step to close the distance on this Rattata, and all you see is their hand come up in the air and slam this little shit into the ground, followed by just an explosion of the rocks, the dirt, and the corpse being nothing more than a pile of red goo. They leave a crater under them that goes a good maybe 20-foot diameter and about 6 feet deep.
And that was the last one?
That was the last one.
Or Ratatouille. You got put 6 feet under.
Ratatouille? Or my foot! He literally broke my foot!
If you would like to know the actual amount of damage for that attack, it was 142.
Oh my god.
Oh, what level is that Pokemon?
And that is the power of bulk up.
Okay then.
We are going to train non-fucking stop. We need to get I need to get that powerful.
So, with my foot,
Nevertheless, welcome to
do I have to
Pokemon.
limp now?
You would, in fact, if, now that combat is in fact finished, you would have to if it's not for your little Spinnerack. Your little Itzy.
Oh, does he cast it with his web?
Yes, he does. Your foot is entirely encased in a protective cast that is strong enough that you can walk on it and move on it without it shifting your bones at all.
And maybe, probably, just for, you know, maybe a risk, kicking.
With Jules crushing this last little Rattata, they're just gonna be down in the hole, jumping around and laughing happily. All you can hear Sapphire say is, "That's my little Psycho."
I'm gonna get up and just like, what the hell happened?
For starters, I think your Pokemon just found a new move.
What? Sorry, I'm a bit disoriented a bit.
As of right now, with you standing up and moving, Arya is just like cuddling on top of your foot, and she will not move.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, with my foot, I think it's, what's the time?
Right now, it is only about 10 a.m.
Oh, fuck.
We've been out for like
We got a
3 hours,
long ways
and we
to go,
already been in a
buddy.
big battle like this.
Alright. Yep. Hold on. Just give me a second.
Can I hoist them up on my back?
Roll strength.
Just give me a support. I can walk.
Or yeah, support.
I say we should probably find a different spot to rest after all of this happened.
I'd rather not smell the burnt corpse. I'm
Okay.
also gonna eat like a berry.
Which berry are you eating?
What was the one that healed me before?
Orin.
Yeah, I'll eat the orange.
You need to roll a d6. You
5.
gain back 5 HP. Sapphire just calls Jules back into their Pokeball. And as they do, all you can kind of hear them quietly say is, "You did good," before putting the ball back on their belt. They're then gonna walk over, specifically to Amethyst and Ketchup. Can you walk?
I think.
Yes or no?
Yes?
Roll to walk.
Do you say roll to walk?
Yes.
God damn
With
it.
disadvantage.
It's advantage fucking course.
It's a d20. Roll. 4. Okay, roll again. 4. Yeah, no, you can't walk worth a damn. You take one step and immediately faceplant.
I'm good.
No, you can't.
Back up.
That is a 23 for Sapphire to walk in front of you, kind of squat down so that her back is level to you, and all she says is for you to climb on.
Ah, never thought I would be embarrassed like this.
As you wrap your arms around their neck, they wrap theirs under basically your legs, and they stand up with 0 issue. The most you can tell right now, 360, is to them you are weightless.
How's the piggyback ride?
Hearing you kind of taunting and teasing him, she's gonna just kind of turn and glare at you, Lucy. She turns back around and standing there in front of all of you, carrying Ketchup on her back. So are we moving or not?
I'm following
you should
short
probably head out
behind her
here.
with Bruce.
I follow right behind both of you with Bryce behind me.
Where's my spinner rack? I'm pretty sure he's probably on me still. Hey,
They
what
are
about that new
currently-
move?
I don't know how to explain it. Someone else here might know it.
I look right behind and I see that giant freaking like burnt place in chart area. Oh,
The trees probably have just gone black at that spot, too.
With the group on track and walking once again, I need either somebody in the group to make a roll for everyone on perception,
I got you.
or each and every one of you can roll separately.
I got you.
Oh.
I got wisdom, boy.
Okay.
17 plus 4 plus 2.
Alright.
Can I rest? Like, can I do like a healing rest?
Yes, you can while
That's
on her
just sleeping, so yeah.
Would that be a
15
short
is
rest
exceeding.
or
It
a
could
long
be
rest since
either
it's like 10
one-
a.m.?
It could be
Uh,
either one that he
3.
would like to take, because currently he doesn't have to worry about walking. It would be 30 minutes. And 360 rolled the perception check for the group. Upon
Oh.
your walk,
While sleeping.
kind of moving forward, and 360, with how long you were going to be doing the walk, you'd already have woken up again, so go ahead and roll your healing die.
Ah, okay.
So what's your hit die?
10?
A 10?
So, upon walking, it's been roughly about another 2 hours. It is about noon. You are all starting to get kind of hungry again, kind of getting sluggish, kind of at that point where you're just ready to rest for a while. You come across
Suffering.
a nice large tree with a nice clearing, a little river next to it, and in the tree there are apples as well as berries.
Oh, I definitely can't get
Oh.
them.
It's a nice little spot to rest, kind of like if it were a normal picnic area.
Alright, we call it for a day for now, and then we continue moving and or rest up.
Let's rest up.
I think we should rest. I'm getting pretty hungry.
I'm guessing I still have my fishing rod, right?
You do, yes.
Yeah, you
Hey,
can use fish line.
that would work.
Sapphire!
Fish.
I point at the river. Set me near the river.
He's just gonna nod, and she'll
This is
have.
the only time you'll command a woman.
Hey
I
Lucy,
suggest
can you come here right quick?
She's gonna set
yeah,
you down
what's up?
by the edge of the river.
And then look at
That's
Ruby.
helpful.
You sure about that?
So what's up?
See,
No, literally
Sapphire
nothing, just to prove a point.
getting the joke of what happened is just going to pinch at her nose, and she's just disappointed. She then looks at you, Ketchup. Hun, do you want to see how it's really done?
Oh god.
Fine.
Please.
She's gonna turn to look directly at Amethyst.
Oh god. I'm just staring up at the trees to see, like, alright, should I climb those to get the fruit from the top? Should I just pick from the bottom?
Nah, get the
He's
top.
just-
They're fresh.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Turn around, yeah?
Come here. And she's
I
just,
just walk right over.
like wiggling one finger in your direction. Just come here.
I just walk right over. Yeah?
As soon as you walk up to her, she smirks and says, "Now that I made you come with one finger, how about two?"
Oh god!
Okay.
Okay.
After that, I would.
I just
I
would just like
stare at
Amethyst
in awe
just
from
fucking
that
breaks
ritual.
out
What
laughing.
Alright, I'm just saying,
Hey, Mug, what I'm.
we're all laughing, but you know, I'm still thinking, can I still put that in?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
You should.
prob-
That's just
You
money in general.
probably could.
Okay.
That right there would be that'd be a charisma check. That's an 18 plus 6. That's a 24 on you, Retro. So exactly, how panicked is Amethyst?
Panic!
Like, dang, two fingers on the penis.
Don't make it worse, Ketchup, or else I will
Don't.
throw you in the river.
Don't make it worse.
Sapphire is just going to laugh.
Amethyst is both like panicking and very confused. What the hell?
I
But
Sapphire
I
is
do
then going
succeed.
to take her finger and motion for them to turn around.
I think I'm just at that point just gonna turn around and just walk away instead.
Well, then I'd like to change inside of the tent to swimming trunks, since you said that there's a lake nearby, so I'm gonna just go and swim.
I said the funny thing is you had the exact same idea because basically that's exactly what Sapphire's currently doing.
oh
The difference is they have their bathing suit under their regular clothing.
Damn it, I meant. Oh, okay.
Everyone else
Okay.
that's outside, roll for embarrassment and or arousement.
Mhm.
Ah, god damn it. Alright.
Okay,
Nice.
that's a 12 for Lucy. That's a
Ooh.
13 for 360.
This amount of muscle on a 5'9" frame with a D chest size. That amount of muscle, 5'9", D cup. 360 is
Lizard.
fine. He's able to keep himself restrained, but he's kind of screaming internally on the inside.
Rencho, do the
Considering
same roll wisdom.
Already made the joke more
My
than
back's
once.
turned. I'm not seeing this. I was about to ask if I can roll to climb the tree to grab fruit.
Go ahead, that'd
No, what's even worse is I'm fishing, so I have to see this.
Lucy, on the other hand, what did you roll for Lucy?
You got a 14, I have no idea about her wisdom because she has not said anything.
I thought you rolled a 12.
No, her wisdom is an 8.
No, that would,
It's a neg-
oh that's right. That's right.
Wait, your wisdom's an 8?
that'd be 11. So that would be an 11 then.
Lucy is bright red. Like, her cheeks are bright red.
I'm gonna assume by this time I'm just done changing and I just see this. I just see everyone slightly embarrassed. I am so sorry, Lucy. Then roll a 17 to just being you bred. I just want to just run towards you and throw you into the water.
Oh, God. And that's
Wait,
a
does she know how to
17.
swim?
17.
Yeah.
That succeeds.
Wait, with all
Well,
her
here's the
equipment,
thing.
though. She has
It
all her
was-
equipment.
Okay, hold on. Here's the thing. If it was 360 and he didn't have a broken leg, then I would do it to him.
You would just kick
But
me in.
because he has
I'm
a
sitting
pro-
on the ledge.
You can still kick him in. You can.
If I have a broken
Yeah.
foot.
What do you mean? I have all this equipment on me.
So, Toaster, you do in fact push her into the water.
A 2.
Oh no.
She has a swimming
Oh,
speed of 2. So basically,
So-
absolute beginner of swimming. She is able to stay afloat, but is not doing very good.
I'm literally gasping for air, trying my hardest to swim.
Alright,
To
so
stay afloat.
as they're doing that, can I look at my bait bag? Do I have like any water bait or something like that, or is it all just meat?
You do.
Alright, well I want to replace that and see if I have a water bait.
You do in
Perception.
fact have a water bait. You do. You have 5 water bait. You had 5 of the meat bait, and you have 5 like seed balls. Lucy, here's what's happening to you as you are gasping for air. I rolled, and adding it all together, I got a 17 for Sapphire to literally jump into the water and grab hold of you to keep you up. You would have screamed when you were pushed. Amethyst needs to roll a d20 to see if he ignored it or if he paid attention to it.
3.
What?
You completely ignored it. You did not even hear it.
Oh yeah, I
Instantly-
still have yet to roll to climb the apple tree.
Okay, so you're just standing there staring at it like a dead fish.
Well, I asked if I could do it, and I didn't get a response.
Oh, I didn't hear you. It would be dexterity because you are climbing up.
Oh, good thing my dexterity is the same as my strength.
I mean, I can get
That
my
is
Spinnerack to help.
16, 17, 18.
That is an 18. You do, in fact, manage to climb the tree. You want to pick the berries, the fruit, and the apples. I need you to roll a d10 for me. And you will be rolling this 3 separate times.
9, 4, and 6.
So, under your inventory, you will put 9 apples, 4 orange berries,
Hold
and
on.
6 of a berry you don't know what it is.
And now I climb back down.
Please roll for me.
11.
Okay, you do in fact successfully climb out of the tree.
So,
Now, once you're on the ground, Bruce, seeing you do this, Bruce is going to take a couple steps back and just full on rush at the tree and kind of take his arm down and just shoulder bash right into it with a tackle.
Damn.
He knocks down another 6 apples, another 5 orange berries, and another 10 of the berry that you do not know.
Oh, I'm going to help pick those up and walk right over to Ketchup and offer him an apple. Say, what the hell happened?
The good news is you do not have to roll a wisdom save because you cannot see Sapphire's body. She is currently just a head above the water, holding on to Lucy, trying to help her stay afloat.
so can I cast out my rod now?
You may.
Yeah. And as I do that, I also want to look at Arya. As like, Arya, how can you try and do the big boom thing?
Roll a d100.
Like in the water, not at us, but in the water.
I'm gonna just evaporate the
Only
river.
3.
That does not succeed. Effectively, Arya tries to perform again, but all that comes out is an ember.
I'm just gonna tell her to keep practicing.
Wonderful. Alright, what were you gonna say before we interrupt?
I need you to have him roll another d100.
Just
83.
passively, just let her try it multiple times.
Okay, still does not succeed. Roll it again.
81.
Still does not succeed. Do it again. Still does not succeed.
Oh my god.
So, effectively, after the 3rd attempt, Arya falls unconscious.
Oh, Arya?
She used all of her energy trying to recreate it.
Okay, well I'm just gonna let her rest.
Toaster, I need you to now
Alright.
roll for me a d12. She is out cold for 20 minutes.
That's fine. I just got an
Yeah.
idea.
And what
I'll
is that?
just-
Since I don't have a sleeping bag, I'm gonna look at Spinner's like, hey, can you create a blanket and pillow?
I rolled a 14 to look around to see if I could find any Pokemon.
You do notice that there are a few, like, shapes in the water, but nothing that seems to be, like, dangerous, in a sense.
Hey Amethyst, you mind setting up the tent for me? Because as you can see,
Yeah, I was just about to go set mine up. I can do
Alright.
that for you.
Spinnerack and I guess you
Okay.
can take Fennekin with you.
I mean, I'll set it up for now. Whatever you guys want to do with your tent afterwards, that's all on you.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep fishing.
Nobody has been paying attention to any sort of what Bryce is currently doing.
No,
I
because I
got
want to swim underwater and see.
Great.
Like,
Hold up, where is
anything.
Bryce?
I'm the chosen one. I'm the
Ye-
chosen one. My
Where
cat
is
is
the
sitting on
Bryce?
my lap.
360 to even be able to open your eyes underwater. 360, if you are looking around for Bryce, I need you to roll a d20.
360 got an 8 and I got an 8.
+4. Is it nature as well?
Okay, it would be. You notice Bryce is literally digging into everybody's bags.
God damn, the little
You know what?
thief.
I'm fine with that
And what
since
you
the only thing that I do have is the Pokedex and my
is fully stuffed into a bag, and you're not sure whose it is.
Wait, what?
I yell
But
at
you
it.
see
He's stuffed in a bag.
kind of pop their head up out of it, and they just have a pair of underwear stuck to their head.
Can I see what color
Okay.
it is? Does it look like a female's or male?
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
You were able to tell
20.
who it is. You are not only able to tell the color, but you know who
Exactly who
most
it
likely
is.
be.
They
Say it.
are a pair of black lacy panties.
Oh god.
Roll.
I
Roll
think I know who
for
these are.
embarrassment. 17. You very fucking love this, but still slightly embarrassed.
17 plus 4, 21, baby.
You're able to handle it, but still just screaming.
Gawking at
He's
it.
just kind of staring at it, and he's just like, nice.
Yeah.
As Bryce is effectively just wearing them on top of his head, and he just
Anti-raid.
dives back into the bag.
I'm actually really concerned of what he has in his bag now. Bryce?
He's gonna look up, he's gonna look at you, the panty's still on his head, and he's gonna go right back in the bag.
Whose bag is it?
Who do you think it is?
Uh,
The funny
Plot
thing is,
twist of the century, it's Ruby's bag.
that's not what he was in there for. That's just what stuck to him. Because you witness him after going back in the bag, he comes out with a brown paper bag.
brown
Oh,
paper
no.
bag.
Damn it, he was
Alcohol.
after the poker treats. He was after the treat.
He then takes like 2 steps forward from the bag, the underwear's still on his head, and he sits down, opens the bag, and then pulls out a sandwich. Just pure as day, fucks to give. He just stole somebody's lunch.
I'm gonna-
And their panties.
I think I know whose lunch it is, and if when I'm out done swimming, I will possibly throw a Pokeball at him. I got an
Remember
18 to open my eyes for.
That would succeed for you to open your eyes under the water. The shapes that you can see now, clear as day. You can see a couple Magikarp, you can see one Goldie, and you see about one singular Wooper.
what?
A Wooper. Can I attempt to get close to the Magikarp to throw a Pokeball at it?
You want to catch a Magikarp?
You can try.
You have no idea
Oh,
what
I know
it
they can
do.
turn into a Gyarados.
Exactly. Plus, this will be fun. I could have 2 water type. Alright,
And-
I got a 16.
that
You get
succeeds.
close to the Magic.
That succeeds to throw it at the Magikarp. Now I need you to roll a D100 for me.
70.
Damn.
That does not work.
No. Oh, yeah, what happens to the Pokeball? It just
They
returns or
jump. They jump back out of the ball. The ball is not destroyed. It can be used again,
But you
but
have
it
to
is
go get it.
currently sinking and fast.
Oh
Go
god.
get it.
I need to roll to get it.
Yeah, that's Lucy's, bro.
18.
18. That does succeed for you to go and get the Pokeball back. But upon you getting closer to get it, the Pokemon run away.
Since there's no people around me and my rod is cast, can I like look in the water, see if anything's getting close?
You could
Test.
roll a d20 for him.
God damn it. Yeah,
you
4 plus
notice
2.
nothing.
And
You notice that there's nothing. No bites yet, no movement, nothing yet.
Here's a real question. What is
Alright,
Sapphire doing before she gets here?
holding loose.
Sapphire is still holding Lucy, waiting for them to kind of calm down. By now, with the
We
amount of
just start
time
going
that has
back up.
passed, they would have calmed down.
I'm gonna just
And
start
that
going back up to the
succeeds
surface.
for Sapphire to pull Lucy to shore and kind of set her up on shore and then climb up out of the water herself.
Is she like near me?
Yeah, so
She's a little bit of a way away.
I'm gonna.
Had like 5
never
to 10
mind. You live. You live 360. You see that?
What's that one for? What do you mean
You
I
live.
live?
This because I thought Sapphire was near, so I was gonna say I thought you'd have to roll for embarrassment, and you would have gotten the
well, I
Yeah.
mean, she's within
Almost.
10 feet of him.
I already
So this-
looked at her body. Remember?
wet.
She was literally
Oh.
taking her clothes off right in front of me.
Oh,
You know,
I thought
anyways,
that-
I kind of like say to her, black, eh?
Oh, you're gonna get bitch
She's just
slapped.
gonna look at you. She has no idea what you're referring to, and she's just gonna shrug. She's just, what? Retro?
Huh?
You're currently putting up the tents, right?
Yeah. Thought I would have been done by now.
You would have.
Okay.
17 for her to acknowledge. Oh shit, I should probably do that. And she's going to start walking towards the bag
Yes.
Oh boy.
to put up her tent.
She didn't.
And
know-
she finally understands what Ketchup said. And you effectively see her just stop. You see her hands come up over her mouth. You see her breathe in heavily and just sigh.
Bryce is just eating the sandwich.
Just waves at her.
Before she effectively runs over and kicks Bryce.
Oh god.
And that is 18 damage. Bryce effectively just gets punted into the tree, dropping the sandwich and the underwear. She lets it hit the floor. Then she bends down, picks it up, and puts it back in her bag.
Do I roll for wisdom to keep my composure for laughing?
You should try, because
Does
you effectively saw a little Sandshrew get fucking yeeted.
You got an 8.
8 plus 4?
I'm just gonna assume by this. I'm gonna assume by this time Ruby goes up and just sees Bryce just get muted.
Yeah, you just see thump.
So did I manage to keep it
Can I
in?
even ask?
That's a 12, right?
Yeah.
No, you do not. You start laughing your ass off. And she is going to turn around and just stare at you.
I'll look the other way and pretend not to, or try not to laugh.
Just starts
And this
whistling.
stare basically conveys the message. I know your foot is broken. I will break the other one.
God.
And that's where I turn to the pond and just whistle.
Oh, Ketchup, you mind telling me what the hell happened and why Bryce was just muted?
Oh yeah, so your sister panties were stolen. Black laces, by the way.
Retro,
Yeah.
roll your save.
Oh.
17.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Wait, what is this
Considering
rolling
now-
for?
To hold your composure.
About the
Alright, I got a
Pokemon getting
15.
kicked?
No, about
No,
her.
to Sapphire's body.
And not only that, she bent over to pick up her panties, bro.
Okay.
Bends over to do that. She is currently wet from the water.
And holding her panties.
Fucking
And picking
Amethyst
up
lost it.
Underwear.
Amethyst loses it. I rolled at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
So you take the lowest one.
First roll was a 10. Second roll was a nat 1.
Oh no, bro, your
You
fucking
picked
nose is
that one.
bleeding.
Hold on. I just imagine I'm like what's his name for Pokemon? Brock?
Brock.
Yep.
Nosebleed and just launches in the sky.
I got a 15 for him commenting on the Sapphire's panties.
You rolled a
Does
15.
that hit? Yes, does that hit?
12, yeah.
Roll damage.
6, 5 plus 3, that's,
That's 8
8
damage.
damage.
So effectively, you just kind of walk up. 360. How much health did you have?
13, it's a 5 now.
You just fully walk up. You're just punching into your hand, and then you wind up and clock him right in the jaw. You knock his ass onto the floor.
But I'm gonna just go to my stuff and see what was stolen.
Oh, yeah, I just want to say, bro, freaking Retro put up so many tents. He finally has a tent also in his pants now.
I think I'm gonna slowly black out from just blood loss.
Effectively, Bruce, seeing you effectively losing your shit, is just gonna walk over, grab you by the shirt, pull you down to him, and he's just gonna slap you across. You don't take any damage from this because you're used to this from him.
Thanks, buddy. I needed that.
Licks again. Saves check.
Alright, that's
Yeah,
a 12
look again,
just to see
wisdom.
what was taken from my bag.
The only thing
No, yeah.
taken out of your bag, Coaster, was literally your sandwich.
You mother.
Because he was looking
Ketchup.
for the food, is what he was looking for.
I got a 14 just to look for my sandwich. I don't care if it was already eaten or on the dirt. I still want to see what it was. That was made from.
It's like half eaten and it's in the dirt.
As you pick up the sandwich and you take a look, it was nothing like too spectacular. It was ham Swiss pepper jack with the ham being black forest as well as honey baked, all on a toasted ciabatta bread.
Damn. And he
This is
stole
the
that
last
from you. Damn.
Homemade food I got.
Sounds like a good ass sandwich.
In fact, this sandwich was made purely with the love of your mom. Like
Right,
she
that.
intended for this to be for you.
Aw, damn.
You better at least take a bite.
I am gonna take a bite.
Just
I do
dust
not
it off.
care. But I want everyone to know.
Good news
Next
is,
time I see Bryce, no, out of character wise, next time I see Bryce do this, I will do everything in my power just to make sure he does not touch my stuff. I will possibly even grab Arya and just use Ember on it. I will use Froakie to pound it. I will do anything.
Bro, you're gonna punt it like your sister did.
Yes.
Is someone near you, Retro?
Yeah, my brother's sitting right next to me.
Oh, he's also hearing this.
so Retro, you say you wanted to go over to your bag to get a berry?
Am I gonna have to roll another wisdom?
I mean, you're literally standing right next to Sapphire.
Not only that, you're
Actually,
bending down and you're like looking right at it.
Actually,
Considering he is in her bag.
I'm just going to face towards my tent and wait until she's, clothed.
Oh, she's not clothing.
Ah, fuck.
You see her reach into her bag, put her underwear back,
Oh,
pull out her Pokeball, and free Jules right there over the bags.
So now you can't see her.
I am keeping my back facing towards her anyways. I'm not looking.
She then reaches into her bag again and pulls out the kit to set up her tent. She gets into it and only pulls out the sleeping bag.
By the way, did my spin rack create the pillow and blanket?
Yes.
Most likely.
Yeah.
And they're going to be rewarded with an Oranberry once I'm able to get to my bag.
Why not kibble? Do you not have kibble on you?
No.
It is not.
Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I got it. I got kibble.
So,
But it's still payment for helping.
Alright, fair enough.
so she then sets up her bedroll, pretty much right next to the fire. She just tells Jules to watch the bags and don't start a fight with Bruce.
By the way, did
All Jules does is take their hands in the air and play all innocent. It's like, no, me never. Immediately just stares at Bruce.
by the way,
You know
is there anything that's getting the bait or something? Because I'm just still waiting here.
You need to roll another d20.
Hey, Toast.
Hey, Toast.
9 plus 4, 13 plus 2, that's 15.
There. Oh god. Yes, there is in fact something biting at your bait.
Reel it in.
Do I like just yank it up, or do I actually have to like do that fishing technique and all that?
You need to
You
reel
have
it
to
in.
roll strength.
Let's go!
It's not.
9.
Damn it.
Plus your strength.
9.
That does not succeed.
So am I
That's
just
what's up.
struggling?
Help
Wait,
me
hold on.
with fishing.
Athletics. Because I'm struggling, right?
Do what now?
Doesn't this count as also athletics because I'm struggling with it?
Yes, it would.
So plus 2, so that's 11?
Okay, then yes, that succeeds. Literally, the save for this is 10.
Oh, thank God.
So yes, you do in fact succeed in pulling up a Pokemon. It's a Magikarp.
Am I just holding it
Just
with
seeing
my
that it's
2
not fair.
hands?
I'm gonna just throw a Pokeball. I will blindly just throw a Pokeball in.
What if you miss? It's gonna go in the
Roll-
water.
Wait, what was that, Mug?
Roll d20.
If you miss, it's gonna go in the water. Just tap it.
17.
Okay, that hits. Now roll a d100.
I fucking hate this thing. I'm done.
You fail again.
I'm just still holding it in my hands like,
If you want to roll a d100 without using that, just roll 2 d10s.
me and this
Yeah.
Magikarp are just staring at each other as this is
That's like
happening.
a 90. So, like with me right now, I just rolled a 9 and a 2. I have a 92.
87.
That succeeds.
As he catches it, I was like, bro, that's our food.
You captured a Magikarp. The stats on your Magikarp are all 8. It has a total of an armor class of 10. It has 10 HP. Toaster, I need you to do something very, very, very special. You now
That
need
is.
to roll. You know where you change the number of your dice?
Mm-hmm.
I need you to change it to 1000.
I know what
Oh.
he's doing.
I'm terrified for this. I hope you know that.
You have to get the best roll out of this.
Oh,
Oh.
Nice.
yeah. Okay, that has to be nice. I don't care if that fails or not, but that's just nice.
That's just Maddox. That's just nice.
I don't think you got it.
Fucking disappointed in myself, but
Oh my god, you got it.
Toaster
Mm.
and 360, I hate the both of you.
You got a shiny, bro!
You got
Your
it.
Magikarp is solid gold.
Let's
Damn!
go!
I hate the both of you.
I remember he said, oh yeah, roll this. I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, oh, god damn it. So I guess he made it higher this time, but he still got it.
Well, I had it set as 2 different numbers to be a shiny, and he got one dead fucking on. Effectively, if you would have gotten anything 9, 9, and above, it would have been shiny. This number in particular is the one I chose as a fucking Hail Mary. I hate you.
You all can't see it, but I'm genuinely happy now.
You know, I'm glad I didn't cook it.
Toaster, you have a shiny Magikarp. This means when your Magikarp evolves into a Gyarados, it is
That's its
going
nickname, Gappy.
to be Red Gyarados.
I will name it Gap.
I'm disappointed in the both of you. God fucking damn it.
High five. I high five Ruby. We're shouting, yelling our asses off, and they're like so confused, like, what is going on? Yo, Amethyst, we got a golden Magikarp!
Alright, I guess I'm not figuring this out. I'm gonna turn around and walk straight towards them. Try to not look at Sapphire.
Like, cup your hand, cup your hand.
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
just
kinda
cup my
hard
hand over on
considering-
one side, just walking past her.
Considering all you can see right now when you turn around is you can see the two of them. You cannot see the Magikarp because it's currently in Toaster's Pokeball.
I'm gonna let Gappy out and just hug it.
As you do, Amethyst, you fully get a view of a solid gold Magikarp.
I'm just gonna yell, just damn! Gonna yell, nice job, Ruby!
I would like to just go up to Sapphire and just say, my first catch, and it's a shiny.
She's just gonna look at you. She's not gonna say a thing. She's gonna pet you on top of the head. You know this is more of a sign, mainly respect from her, that you are not used to. Because normally she will, tease you. She will make fun of you as your bigger sister. But right now, you have nothing but the feeling that you have her pride in you right now. You can tell that she is proud of you.
Aww.
Ruby's just gonna be smiling, going back to the lake with ketchup and amethyst.
As you're running back towards the water, she's basically lighting the match for the fire pit and then immediately stops, turns around towards you and says, either put it back in the water or put it back in its Pokeball.
It will
Okay.
probably die if
And
it
I
stays
just
out
put it
too
back in its
long.
Pokeball. Actually, no, I'm gonna just put it in the water so I can continue doing what it did. Just continue swimming.
It
How do
will
you even
swim
evolve
around,
Pokemon
but it will
anyway?
stay close to you. Sapphire originally was just going to do the bedroll, but now she's setting up the whole damn tent. And now that she has set up her own tent, she's going to grab her bag and she's going to go inside and zip it up.
Amethyst, you set up my tent, right?
Yeah, your tent should be set up
Alright.
with the stuff that Itzy made.
So I'm gonna guess that, no bait left, so I'm just gonna try and walk.
Well, I mean, Ruby's still there with you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and walk.
Roll a d20 with disadvantage.
That just goes to show a lot. And then you get the 10.
He takes a 10. You are able to stand.
Haha!
You can walk very, very slowly. Your walking speed is cut down to 5.
Ooh.
So what would you all like to do?
Well,
The fire
first,
is now made.
who's
Sapphire-
Nightwatch?
Right. Hold on, I need to get my d20 to see if I can actually succeed this. Because I know for a fact you can make like at least some food with some berries, and I know we have plenty of it, so I'm gonna just roll.
And we also need to learn who's gonna do first
Me.
night watch.
I'll take a shift later on in the night.
I'll do the last night watch then.
I got
at least
15 to make
I at
something.
least want to be able to look at stars, okay?
Sapphire raises their hand and says, "I'll take first."
So, Han, how many people are doing it?
The
And
most
how
that
much
you see
hours
when
are
they
spent?
raise their hand is they stick their hand out of the tent. That's the only portion of them you see. Oh,
Just
sorry.
quick question for everyone here. Can anyone identify what the hell these berries are?
I can try.
I can.
I
Yeah, we can both try.
have where is it? I have 16 unknown berries.
Let's appraise it.
Actually, since I'm going to
Roll.
be helping out with this, would we get advantage?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
36 against the 18,
18 plus intelligence.
and a nat 20. So,
Nature, it's +2, so I get a
Yeah.
20.
You do both know exactly what this berry is. You've heard of them before, but you've never actually seen one or used one. They kind of look like a strawberry if it was mixed with a raspberry. Funny thing is, that's exactly its name. It is an
raspberry.
RAZZ berry. You
Uh,
know that this particular berry makes Pokemon easier to catch.
We're getting more. I was
I
like, ready
mean-
to get them.
I point towards the tree. Me and Bruce check that tree. There might be more over there that have more fruits.
Spinnerack, am I getting some of these things?
The
Not
end.
one for Sapphire.
Oh,
oh,
did she go to
I'll
sleep?
give them to Ruby and Ketchup.
Effectively, how many of you are close by the campsite still? So, like, by the fire pit, by the tents?
I'm pretty sure I'm by the fire
Most of
pit.
us.
Like,
I'm by the.
sitting.
I'm pretty sure
We
I'm
should
by
all
the
be near it.
tents.
Yeah, you all effectively just hear Sapphire inside of the tent just go, "Ah!"
I'm gonna just run. Ruby's gonna most likely run and just say, Zephyr, you okay?
You hear the "Ah!" followed by the whole tent
What?
falling over. And when I say the tent fell over, I mean it went from standing up correctly to its side and it's all just compressed. The lump that is Sapphire inside the tent, and all you could see is it just moving around trying to find the zipper to get out.
I'll walk over and like lift up part of the tent to like help
Yeah.
her like see around her more.
The moment you touch the tent and start lifting it, you hear from inside, a little bit panicked, "Don't open the tent."
Not opening it, I look straight up and just lift it a little bit so she can find her way around.
Oh no, I think I know what she was doing.
I'm not opening it. that's
Good boy.
what I'm trying to
Does
clarify.
it rip open accidentally?
Well, he would have to roll a d20.
Are my eyes good enough to peer through the tent?
If you do this, I shall smack you once again.
Why
What
are
did you
looking?
roll?
I'm
17.
probably used to it by now.
Okay,
Ruby.
you are perfectly fine. You controlled your strength enough that the tent is perfectly fine. So, 360 does not even need to roll because he cannot see inside.
Damn it!
Retro, on the other hand, you get to effectively hear the shuffling around for a good maybe 2 minutes before you hear the zipper open.
I'm still looking straight up at the sky.
As Sapphire then crawls out of the tent in her literal pajamas. Her pajamas are literally like a cute pair, like a top with long sleeves and like long pajama bottoms. And they're just like a bright pink.
Would not expect it from her.
And she just kind of stands there in her pajamas now, and it's just like, God fucking damn it.
I'm gonna just gently set the tent back down.
So did Spinnerack climb the tree to get the thing?
Sapphire's effectively going to attempt to put her tent back together. It's broken.
You can use my 10 cents.
Effectively, when it fell over, a couple of the bars actually like snapped.
How fucking
Oof.
strong is she? Those were metal
How
bars.
old is the tent?
Those shit were metal bars. It doesn't matter how old. Those shit were metal poles.
She has a 22 in strength.
Oh yeah, right.
Remember, she fist fight with Jules, and you saw what Jules can do.
Yeah.
So, did
You
Spinnerack,
can use my tent.
did Spinnerack get the berries from the tree, by the way?
And yes, they did. They got 24 more raspberries.
Lego!
And they're all just kind of all kept together in webbing. You didn't even notice Spinnerack, but they kind of went through the trees, came back to the one that kind of overhangs your guys' camp, like right over the fire, and just attaches all of the berries that they've webbed up all together to this tree, and it just kind of swings down directly in front of you.
Oh.
And it's just a big sack of webs filled with berries.
Got room for more?
You then hear Spinnerack in the tree, just clicking its little mandibles together.
Alright,
You hear them effectively making happy noises. It's like, I did a thing. I
Alright.
get berries."
so maybe, Spinnerack, you have maybe one more job for tonight. And I point at Sapphire's, I point at Sapphire's tent.
Spinnerack's head just hangs. It's just back. Before it starts climbing around trying to find where the best place to do this would be. Sapphire is just kind of looking at the broken tent, and she's just severely, disappointed. Her head is just hanging down, and she just looks really fucking sad.
Do I need to roll to just pat Sapphire on the head?
No,
Okay, then I'm gonna just go
one
up to
part
pat.
is the two of you are brother and sister. You would have grown up together. You do not have to roll for one another for you to show affection. Meaning head pats, hugs, picking each other up, that kind of stuff. You don't need to actually roll for it. But if you attempt to pick her up, you have to roll strength because you are much smaller.
And then yell at the two of them saying, on the bright side, you get a new tent for tonight.
Hearing you yell this out, Sapphire just picks the broken tent. She then picks up her bag, and you kind of just hear her go, "Fuck it," and then starts walking off into the woods.
But Spinnerack's dead.
Hey, where are you going, Sapphire? Wait.
Spinnerack's dead. Don't leave Spinnerack like this. He made it.
He is currently still looking for a place to put it.
Oh, never mind. Should we follow her, or...
It should be fine.
Yeah, if you say so.
From what I'm
Jules is effectively just by the rest of the bags, legs kicked up together, their arms behind their head, and they're just kind of laying against the tree. And poor little Bryce is just laying there, saddened in the fact that he's just to himself thinking, "My sandwich." About 2 minutes pass before Sapphire does come back. She changed out of her pajamas into her normal clothing that she wore before putting on her bikini.
And hey, where's all the stuff that Bryce stole? Where you put that?
In his bag.
Yeah, Lucy,
Oh,
you
he have his own bag. Oh, that's cute.
Bryce effectively kind of stole, in a sense, more like a little bed sheet that he then stuffed everything in, and then
Oh, is that a
tied,
bed sheet too? Oh, that's actually cute.
he
That's
tied
actually kinda
things
cute.
together and then tied them around his neck. So he literally just has this pouch hanging off of his back.
So if it's still for me again,
You have one more Pokeball. Might as well use it. Jesus Christ, Lucy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I do have it. Oh, wait.
Use it!
And
Okay,
yes,
dang.
Bryce is effectively in the tree. The bag is set on some branches, so he's kind of just hanging there.
Someone get Bryce down while I try to catch this Pokemon. Yeah.
The sheet is basically wrapped so that it's around his little arms, so it's kind of like a backpack, and he's just kind of hanging there, looking very sad.
Aww. Okay, that's so cute.
my fucking sandwich.
Spinnerack.
With the fact that he A, cannot move, B, he's been with you this long, and C, you still have one Pokeball. You do not have to roll to catch him.
I take my last Pokeball and throw it at the Magikarp as hard as I can.
What?
Hope this works.
You mean Bryce?
Oh, Bryce, yeah.
I was about to say, what the fuck you
Hold
mean,
on,
Magikarp?
Hold on. Why the fuck were you trying to steal my Pokemon?
Anyway, yes, you do in fact manage to capture Bryce. Bryce is now within your Pokeball. His bag, however, is still on the in the tree.
Oh.
Spinnerack.
And
He is currently attempting to push it out.
Itzy has been a utility man so many things, bro. And I
Uh,
cannot imagine
14.
once he
That's 14
evolves.
for acrobatics to help Itzy
Yeah, when
get
it
the bat.
evolves into basically a minivan-sized angry bug,
I got a 14 for acrobatics to help Itzy get the bat.
that would succeed. Yes, you effectively climb up the tree with Spinnerack to help them, and yes, you do free the bag.
Okay, now I'm gonna take the stuff that it stole from me.
After Toaster removes his own stuff, this is what he's actually actively stole.
I know whose bra size that is then.
Wait, he stole my money?
He stole my money?
Alright, first I'm taking
Oh
my stuff
my
back.
god!
I'm gonna take my stuff back for sure.
It
Second-
was shiny.
Secondly, I'm gonna take the bra and then just hold it as like sapphire.
Holding up the bra. Yes, it is black lace as well. Sapphire looking at it, then immediately just takes her two hands and cups herself. You see her eyes turn almost a bright red with rage, and then she looks immediately dumbfounded. How the hell did he get that off of me?
Wait, off of you?
What?
She was wearing that.
Oh,
360, you're
holding it
correct.
You might want to keep Bryce.
Alright,
away
let's do that
for a
mental check,
while.
shall we?
She's staying
yeah,
there
I
like,
should have kept him the entire time.
You are lucky.
+4. That's a 21.
yes, 360. You are actually, you would have to roll with disadvantage because it's still warm.
Oh,
Oh, I'm touching like the impad thing. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
that's still a 21.
As I look around, I start to blush because of what
Toaster.
he just
He did.
said.
Yeah, he got an 18 and then a 20.
No, 17 and a 20.
Okay, yeah, no, you still hold your composure. Surprisingly. She's immediately just going to pretty much walk over to you as quickly as possible to take it back from you. Anybody who
Timon.
is actively watching her, please roll perception checks. And not so much
Yeah.
perception, but more to keep your composure.
360 gets a
So,
13.
Perception or
Lucy
wisdom?
gets a 9.
Perception.
I got 17.
Oh, wisdom.
Oh, yeah, 17.
I get an
Flat
8.
roller with modifier.
No modifier.
Oh,
Flat
no
roll.
modifier?
I get an 18, 360
13.
gets a 13, and Lucy gets a 9.
Retro, you
Yep.
had what?
13.
13. Yeah. Everybody is bright red faced. Because with each and every single step that Sapphire takes, she bounces.
Instantly turning around again.
And she takes like the first 5 steps, realizes this, and immediately just crosses her arm to keep herself from bouncing. And she is very much embarrassed when she takes it back from Ketchup.
Not only that, it's me.
This is one hell of a first day being in this new new place.
Yeah, and welcome to our world.
I was gonna look at Amethyst like, so how you like it here?
I'm still balancing my options at this point.
Yeah, so is
Lucy?
she.
And
Yeah,
Lucy,
yeah.
you would hear the distinct sound of a Pokeball opening.
Oh no.
Oh,
Did you not hear my
As you
comment?
turn around to check it, all you can see is Bryce's little tail running into the bushes.
oh, Bryce!
I'm gonna go
Oh
chase
God!
Bryce. I will gladly go chase Bryce.
Amethyst,
and
did you
just
not hear my
stomp it.
comment, what I just said?
While I'm going after Bryce, I want to return Froakie Magikarp.
And what did you say, 360?
Now I'm
So, when Amethyst says, I'm kind of on, like, balancing a bit, and then I was like, yeah, so is she.
Oh,
360, what's your armor class?
Oh, god damn it.
We got slapped.
What's your armor class?
12.
That's a 13.
well.
That hits.
I already know what's gonna hit. It's gonna knock me out. Hurry up.
You take 7 damage.
Oh yeah, I'm knocked out. Knock the fuck out.
oh,
It is slap across the face, and you basically just see his face go from straight forward to immediately up to the side. He twists and face plants.
Ooh, I heard that.
I think
There's just a bright red handprint all across his cheek.
worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go after Bryce.
You
I
are
think
free
I'm
to
gonna stay here with ketchup.
Can you put me in my tents too?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over
Just
to
flop me in
ketchup
my
and just,
tent. You don't even have to put the
uh,
blanket over me.
just gonna drag him over, just like open up his tent, place him in there, put the blanket over him, and close
is
it.
just going to turn her back to all of you, and she's going to put her bra back on. So effectively, none of you can see her like actively, but you can see that she is currently putting it back on.
I realize she's putting it back on. I'm turning straight back around.
I'm knocked out, so I can't even do anything.
Lucy is currently more worried about Bryce. As you follow, by this point in time, it is getting very close to dark. Like the sun is barely on the cusp of like going down. Like it is dark. So you follow Bryce, and you wind up following him for a good maybe 10 to 15 minutes through the woods until you find him at another campsite. And you witness him, or I should say, you witness his little tail blip into somebody's tent. You have
I'm-
no idea who it is. You don't know how long they've been here. You don't know if they're inside or not. But you see his tail go into their tent.
Not the 17, just to basically see.
Well, with that, I can tell you, you know for a fact they are inside the tent.
God,
You know they
fucking
are
dang
sound asleep because you can hear them snoring.
it. Okay, I'm gonna have to roll for stealth for this then. The 14 plus 3, that'd be 17? Yeah, 17. To just get in the tent and just whisper to Bryce saying,
That does in fact succeed for you to get in the tent. But what you witness when you walk into the tent is Bryce is literally curled up on this man's stomach and is curled up into a little ball on his belly and will not move. He's not
so
taking anything, but he is actively laying there on top of him. And the man is taking 0 cold damage.
I'd like to look for a blanket and just wrap it around Bryce and just grab him.
Roll a d20.
14.
And what is your armor class?
Well,
That hits. How much
even
HP
with
do you have, Toaster?
I would like to know the damage. That way you can figure out if I'm either A, gonna stay silent or say something back.
It is 10. Okay, so effectively, you go in with the blanket. The moment you wrap it around him and pick him up, his claw immediately comes ripping through it and kind of right into your gut. You are bleeding heavily right now because those claws are sharp enough to cut through steel.
Lucy,
Lucy.
she is temporarily gone,
Lucy,
and she will die for this.
you also fall immediately unconscious.
And that's when
Good news is, Bryce also immediately stabilizes you as well. So you're not gonna die. But by the end of it, you probably wish you would have. Because effectively, what Bryce is going to do to seal up your wound is he's gonna walk over, look directly into the wound, and he is going to breathe a frost breath onto it to seal the wound.
Ooh, that hurt. That's gonna hurt.
You are unconscious, you are no longer bleeding, but you are severely hurt.
Oh, that.
Bryce then curls back up onto the man's stomach. Toaster, you can roll 1 dice to try to immediately wake up right now.
Not 20.
You are awake. You have 1 HP, everything hurts, and you feel like you are about to die.
You know what? I'm kinda glad I got an orangeberry, because I want to eat one.
You eat the oranberry, nothing happens. It only works when you are not on the verge of death. Also, it only works when your stomach is actually intact. Toaster, to put it into perspective for you right now, hun,
I know. I know.
if that ice wasn't there, your stomach would be hanging out on the floor right now.
What I'd like to do is let out Froki and just tell him, get everyone else.
Hearing this and seeing the condition you're in, Froki is immediately going to give you a salute and take off like a bat out of hell. It is a 15-minute walk. Froki makes it back to the camp in less than 2. Froki getting back to the camp, Froki immediately winds up tackling Amethyst.
Of course.
You take no damage, but he definitely just knocked you on your ass. And by knocked you on your ass, he is literally like sitting on top of you. because he just used you as a dead stop. But him sitting on your chest, he is like pounding on your chest and he is freaking out. You know something happened.
I just instantly yell, Sapphire, something happened!
She's going to look up and immediately come following you.
I'm going to get up, tell Bruce to follow me, and follow his Pokemon back.